Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. In this video I will be unboxing and reviewing this Transformers Siege War for Cybertron Soundwave. Now out of all the Wave 2 figures, this is the one that I've been looking forward to the most. Because we could pretty much say over the past couple of years we've had pretty decent versions of Prowl, Ironhide, and Starscream and everybody else, but in my opinion, it's been a long time since we actually had a really good version of Soundwave that was very G1-like. The Titans Return Soundwave was probably the closest, but he was at an awkward scale, being leader size, and you know, he didn't really need to be headmaster. So anyway, really excited that I finally got Soundwave here. Here he is in the box. Very nice box art on the side. In fact, there's a lot of the Siege box art. I hope one day we actually get actual prints or images of them, because they're actually pretty nice, and this is one of the better artwork of Soundwave that I've seen in a while. Here's the back of the box, and you can see he transforms into this spaceship, and Laserbeak and Ravage can interact with him. Okay, let's get this guy opened up. Okay, here is Soundwave out of the box. He comes with his instruction booklet. 3 weapons. This gun, very reminiscent of his G1 blaster. Goes in and out. His shoulder cannon. And this gun that folds up like this and can fold back out. In the instructions it says you can combine the 3, but for some reason the instruction says I should be able to put this in here, but this doesn't go all the way in, and I don't really feel like forcing it. I mean, if this is what it meant, but it's, you know, it's very loose. But I don't really care for that mode anyway, so I won't be using it. So over here you can see the descriptions of the different weapons that he has. So this is the concussion blaster. There's a little line that says it's this one, even though visually looking they look the same, but it points to this gun. And then you have the sonic cannon, which is this. And the Blitz Charge Blaster. Hey, let's put this aside here. So this goes on his shoulder. Put this in his other hand. And there you go. Soundwave fully armed. Let me bring it a little bit closer so we can get some detail shots of the figure in robot mode. So here's Soundwave, lots of nice paint details and some damage effects on the chest. It is clear. This button, if you press it, pops it out. I like the paint apps on the arm and down here as well. The eyes are light piping, so not sure if you'll notice it, but yeah, there you go. Really nice. I like that they put some paint apps on the weapons as well, and here in the back. A little hollowness in his arm, but that's okay. For the most part, this is a pretty tight figure. Hey, let's go on to articulation. Let's take his weapons out. Okay, his head is on a little ball joint, so he does have articulation where he can tilt all around, and he can rotate 360 degrees. His arm, he can rotate his arm all the way 360 degrees. He does have articulation on the shoulder, and on the upper arm he can rotate 360, and at the elbow it can bend slightly, well, a lot more than 90 degrees. Can bend all the way up here. There is no wrist articulation, again, due to the transformation, as his hands go in like that. The waist can be rotated 360 degrees. And his legs, he is able to do the splits very easily. You can kick. Oh, there's a flap here, so let's put it up. If you want to go all the way up, he can kick up like this. Seems like mine's is a little loose here. You can see this little gap. Might have to see if it needs to be screwed in more. And his leg can go all the way back. He can bend at the knee at about 90 degrees. His feet has slight back and forth articulation, but very, very slight. And he can bend at the ankle around here, so he can do those very wide stances. That's pretty much it for articulation. Oops. Yeah, this thing keeps coming out, but doesn't want to lock in. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's get this guy transformed into his vehicle mode. Okay, to transform Soundwave, first let's take off all of his weapons. Put them aside here. Next, let's put his hands in by flipping it into his arms. Next, we want to take this backpack out so that it opens up this panel so we can flip his head in, and we'll close it back up. Next, we want to open this up just to keep it out there. Next, we want to open his leg panels in the back. Flip this out here. And flip his feet inside and close the panels. After that, we're going to twist the legs inwards and have them tab into each other here, like so. And then we're going to flip this panel, and they will go into this little peg to lock in. There we go. Next, let's bring the arms out like this, and then bring this down. So it opens up like that. This piece flips out. Oh, let's close it. And then after that, we're going to separate the body like this. Bring this panel up like that and have it rest on the top, and this will tab into here. There you go. Okay, we're gonna rotate the arms down like this and then rotate them this way because they're gonna tab into each other. Then fold them in, line them up, flip the little skis on the bottom over here, and these ones will flip all around here. And then his weapon, this weapon here, will slip into here. This little notch will go into this slot, and then his guns, these ones, will push that in, face this out, and plug it in there, and then plug in the other one. Okay. And here he is in his spaceship mode. In this mode, this is accessible, so I guess if you had laser beacon here, you can press this to deploy him. Let's try it out. Put laser beak inside. Close it up. Yeah, fits right in. And he can fly out. Okay, some detail shots of his vehicle mode here. Nice paint apps. I don't like how these are these are actually very flimsy. Not liking that. They don't seem to lock in, or if they do, they snap out. Wish they would settle on position. Maybe that's just mine. With my luck lately, it seems like there's at least one defect in all of my Wave 2 figures. Here's the front. Now this part, it would have been nice if there were actually paint apps here. I might do some panel lining and detail work on this guy, and maybe I'll do some paint apps on this part. Okay, let's get him back into robot mode and do some size comparisons. Okay, so here is Soundwave next to Laserbeak, or Laserbeak on top of him. Laserbeak seems to be in better scale with Soundwave than with Ravage. I mean, Ravage looks like a Chihuahua next to, or a purse dog next to Soundwave. But I guess it is what it is. They just needed him to. He had to fit into Soundwave's chest in that shield mode. And here is Soundwave next to Voyager and Megatron. Oops, here we go. As you can see, even though they are of the same class of figure, Megatron is taller by actually a lot. If I can get Megatron to cooperate and stand. And here he is next to Voyager Starscream. So they are roughly the same height. Here he is next to Leader Class Shockwave. And, well, Shockwave is actually, I think, the same size as him without all this bulky armor. But, nevertheless, this is him next to him in his full armor. And here he is next to Leader Class Ultra Magnus, who is more of a leader size figure to me than Shockwave is. And here he is next to Flywheels. Let's get Flywheels in the picture here. So, all in all, to me, this is the perfect scale for Soundwave. And just for reference, here he is next to a Legend scale figure. I keep forgetting this Dinobot's name. All in all, I'm very pleased with this figure. He is definitely one of my favorites from this wave. Him and both Starscream as well. He doesn't have, I mean, the biggest flaw I have is, according to the instructions, these guns can combine, but this one doesn't seem to want to combine with this guy. But to me, that's very minor. Other than that, he's pretty solid. Except, well, the other one, my gripe is this is doesn't seem to lock in as well. It seems a little too loose, but it's not loose to the point where it's, you know, during transformation this is popping off, not like Starscream's chest. But yeah, Soundwave, very cool. One of my favorites so far in this line. I know they are going to repaint him. I think it's Sound Blaster, so I will probably pick that guy up. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thanks for watching.